Welcome to Haunting Narratives. In the heart of an ancient forest lies a place where shadows dance to whispered secrets. The Whispering Woods. Legend has it, those who enter its depths hear voices carried on the wind, voices of the long departed and echoes of untold horrors. Tonight, we journey into this haunted realm, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, and the trees themselves seem to whisper secrets of their own. As dusk descends, a lone traveler, Sarah, ventures into the Whispering Woods. The air is thick with a chilling mist, and the silence is unnerving. Branches twist like gnarled fingers overhead, casting eerie shapes on the forest floor. Sarah's footsteps crunch on fallen leaves, each sound magnified in the stillness. She stumbles upon an ancient, overgrown cemetery, headstones weathered and leaning, names barely legible. A cold wind picks up, causing the branches to creak and sway. Sarah feels eyes upon her. Unseen presences watching from the darkness. In the heart of the woods, Sarah discovers an abandoned cabin. Its windows are shattered, vines creeping through the cracks in the walls. Inside, furniture lies overturned, covered in dust and cobwebs. The air is thick with a musty odor, and Sarah notices faint whispers, unintelligible but unmistakably human. As Sarah explores further, she finds an old diary, its pages yellowed with age. The entries speak of a tragic history. The cabin was once home to a family plagued by madness and despair. They spoke of hearing voices in the night, urging them to unspeakable acts. Suddenly, Sarah hears footsteps outside the cabin, a slow, deliberate approach. Panic grips her as she realizes she's not alone. Shadows dance on the walls, and the whispers grow louder, forming words that chill her to the bone. Just as Sarah is about to flee, she hears a voice, a child's voice, pleading for help. Following the sound, she discovers a hidden trapdoor beneath a rotting floorboard. With trembling hands, she lifts the door to reveal a narrow staircase leading into darkness. Descending into the depths, Sarah finds herself in a forgotten cellar. The air is thick with the stench of decay, and the walls are lined with crude drawings, a child's desperate attempt to capture the horrors they witnessed. In the corner, Sarah finds a small, trembling figure, a ghostly child. Eyes wide with fear, the child whispers of a malevolent presence that haunts the woods. Feeding on fear and sorrow, Sarah's heart races as she realizes the true nature of the whispers that permeate the forest. Fear grips Sarah as she realizes she's trapped in a realm where the boundary between the living and the dead is blurred. Every shadow seems to harbor unseen eyes, and the whispers grow louder, more insistent. Unease settles over her like a shroud as she navigates the labyrinthine corridors of the cellar. The child's presence is a flickering beacon of hope in the suffocating darkness, but Sarah senses the malevolent force drawing closer with every passing moment. Just as all hope seems lost, Sarah remembers an old legend, a ritual whispered by the elders to ward off evil spirits. With trembling hands, she gathers the remnants of the child's drawings and arranges them in a circle around herself and the ghostly child. Reciting the incantation, Sarah feels a surge of energy. The whispers falter, the shadows retreat, the malevolent presence shrieks in rage, unable to penetrate the protective barrier. As dawn breaks, Sarah emerges from the Whispering Woods, the ghostly child by her side. The forest is calm, the whispers silence. With a final glance back, Sarah knows she has confronted the darkness and emerged victorious, but the memory of the Whispering Woods will haunt her dreams forever. Hold on to your fears as we unravel our next ominous story. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, there stands an old Victorian mansion with a dark history. Legend has it, the mansion's grand mirror holds a chilling secret, the ability to reflect not just the physical, but also the spiritual. In the dead of night, Emily, a curious historian, receives a call from a local museum curator about an intriguing artifact, a mirror said to possess supernatural powers. Eager to uncover the truth, Emily ventures into the mansion, her footsteps echoing in the empty halls. The mirror, ornately framed in aged mahogany, stands ominously in the grand foyer. Emily approaches cautiously, her reflection wavering as if distorted by unseen hands. A chill runs down her spine as she studies the mirror's surface, sensing a presence just beyond her reflection's reach. As Emily delves deeper into the mansion's history, she uncovers tales of tragedy and loss. The mirror was once owned by the mansion's original owners, the Sinclair family, who mysteriously vanished one stormy night, leaving only whispers of a malevolent force lurking within. In the dim light of the mansion's library, Emily discovers an old journal belonging to Amelia Sinclair, the youngest daughter. The entries speak of her growing obsession with the mirror, how it whispered promises of eternal beauty and power, luring her deeper into its grasp. Suddenly, Emily hears faint whispers echoing through the halls, unintelligible yet undeniably haunting. Shadows dance on the walls, and the air grows heavy with a suffocating sense of dread. The mirror's reflection begins to distort, showing glimpses of twisted faces and ghostly figures. Just as Emily is about to leave, she notices a figure standing behind her in the mirror's reflection, a spectral presence with hollow eyes and a sinister grin. Frozen in fear, Emily realizes the mirror has trapped her within its twisted realm, where reality bends and nightmares come to life. Desperate to escape, Emily frantically searches for a way to break the mirror's curse. With each passing moment, the mansion's walls seem to close in, and the whispers grow louder, mocking her attempts to flee. In a stroke of desperation, Emily remembers an old legend passed down through generations, a ritual to banish malevolent spirits. Gathering her courage, she recites the incantation, her voice trembling with fear. The mansion shakes violently, the mirror's surface cracking with a deafening sound. Fear grips Emily as she confronts the malevolent force within the mirror, its rage palpable as it fights to maintain its hold. Shadows converge, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes. Emily's heart races as she battles against unseen forces, her mind clouded with terror. Unease settles over her like a shroud as she fights to maintain her grip on reality. The mirror's reflection becomes a hall of mirrors, each image more distorted and terrifying than the last. With one final surge of energy, Emily shatters the mirror's surface, releasing a blinding light that consumes the mansion. When the light fades, Emily finds herself standing outside the mansion, the mirror reduced to shards scattered across the foyer. As dawn breaks over Willow Creek, Emily watches as the mansion crumbles into dust, its dark secrets finally laid to rest. She walks away, haunted by the experience but grateful to have escaped the mirror's malevolent grasp. Up next, a tale so unsettling, it will linger in your thoughts long after. In the coastal town of Ravenswood, a dense fog rolls in every night, blanketing the streets in an eerie silence. But within the mist lurks a chilling mystery, the haunting tale of the footsteps in the fog. Tonight, we delve into the darkness where whispers linger and shadows move unseen, where the sound of footsteps echoes through the mist, leading to secrets long buried. On a moonless night, Emma, a photographer fascinated by the supernatural, arrives in Ravenswood to capture the ethereal beauty of the fog. Armed with her camera, she navigates the narrow streets shrouded in mist, each step echoing like a heartbeat in the silence. As Emma wanders deeper into the fog, she hears faint footsteps behind her, a rhythmic tapping that matches her own pace but sounds distinctly human. She turns, but the mist obscures any trace of another person. Unease prickles at her skin, but curiosity compels her to follow the phantom footsteps. The fog thickens, swirling around Emma like a living entity. Shadows dance on the cobblestone streets, morphing into indistinct shapes that vanish as quickly as they appear. The air grows colder, and Emma's breath mingles with the mist, creating ghostly tendrils in the darkness. In a secluded alleyway, Emma glimpses a fleeting figure, a silhouette cloaked in shadow, its features obscured by the fog. Heart pounding, she chases after it, her footsteps echoing louder in the stillness. The figure leads her deeper into the labyrinth of streets, always just out of reach. Just as Emma begins to doubt her sanity, she stumbles upon an old abandoned mansion at the edge of town. Its windows are dark, and ivy creeps up the crumbling walls. The phantom footsteps lead her to the mansion's grand entrance, where the door creaks open as if beckoning her inside. Inside, the mansion is frozen in time, furniture draped in dusty sheets, portraits with eyes that seem to follow her every move. The air is heavy with the scent of decay, and the silence is oppressive, broken only by the echo of footsteps that lead Emma deeper into the heart of the mansion. In a forgotten library, Emma discovers an ancient diary, the journal of Eliza Ravenswood, the mansion's last resident. The entries speak of a tragic love affair and a family curse that binds their spirits to the mansion. Eliza wrote of hearing footsteps in the fog, whispers of lost souls searching for redemption. As Emma reads, the footsteps grow louder, echoing through the mansion's corridors. Shadows converge, twisting into grotesque forms that reach out to her with skeletal hands. Panic grips Emma as she realizes she's trapped in a realm where the living and the dead converge. Fear grips Emma's heart as she confronts the malevolent force haunting the mansion. Shadows dance on the walls, their movements synchronized with the phantom footsteps that echo through the fog. Emma's pulse races, her senses heightened as she fights to unravel the mystery before it consumes her. Unease settles over her like a shroud as she navigates the maze-like corridors, each turn leading her deeper into the mansion's dark heart. The whispers grow louder, their words a haunting refrain that echoes in her mind. With courage born of desperation, Emma confronts the spirit of Eliza Ravenswood in the mansion's decaying ballroom. Eliza's ghost materializes before her, eyes filled with sorrow and longing. Emma learns the truth: the footsteps in the fog are the echoes of lost souls trapped between worlds, seeking release from their eternal torment. In a moment of empathy, Emma offers solace to Eliza, promising to tell her story to the world. With a final sigh, Eliza's spirit dissipates, leaving Emma alone in the silence of the mansion. As dawn breaks over Ravenswood, the fog lifts, revealing the town in a new light. Emma leaves the mansion with a heavy heart, haunted by the echoes of footsteps in the fog and the spirits she encountered. Yet, she knows her journey has brought closure to restless souls and to herself. I hope these tales have left you with a lingering sense of unease and a newfound appreciation for the mysteries that lurk in the darkness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more haunting stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Until next time, remember, the shadows hold secrets, and the night is never truly silent. Stay curious, stay cautious, and may your dreams be free of the echoes of these haunting narratives.